You have these massive dreams, a vision for your life that's so vivid it almost feels real. You can see the success, the freedom, the version of you that has it all figured out. But then there's the other you, the one that hits snooze, the one that chooses the shortcut, the easy way out, the one that would rather binge a show than build the empire. You call it laziness, you beat yourself up for it, you think you're broken, that you lack discipline. What if you're not broken? What if you're just efficient? What if your laziness isn't a bug in your system, but a feature waiting to be understood? Let's reframe this. The laziest person in the world invented the wheel because they didn't want to carry things. The laziest programmer writes the most elegant code because they don't want to do tedious repairs later. Your laziness is not an absence of drive. It's an intolerance for unnecessary effort. It's a deep biological demand for maximum output from minimum input. The ambitious you is the architect. It designs the grand, beautiful skyscraper. The lazy you is the brilliant engineer. The engineer's sole job is to ask one question: how can I build this with the fewest possible materials, the least amount of wasted time, and the most elegant, sustainable structure? Your problem isn't that you have an engineer. Your problem is that your architect and your engineer are at war. The architect calls the engineer lazy. The engineer calls the architect a naive dreamer. It's time to get them in the same room. It's time for them to collaborate. The hustle culture gospel of just work harder is kryptonite to you. It's inefficient. It's ugly. You need a system, not a to-do list, a protocol. Here is the 3-step framework to merge your ambition with your laziness. Step 1, the blueprint session. This is a once-a-week, 60-minute session with your inner architect. No execution, just vision. You ask one question: what does winning look like? Be specific. I want to be rich is useless. I want to make $10,000 a month from my online course by December. That's a blueprint. Write it down. This is your North Star. This is what you're building. Step 2, the path of least resistance. Now, hand this blueprint to your inner engineer. The engineer's job is to deconstruct this massive goal into the absolute smallest, most laughably easy first step. Your goal is to run a marathon? The engineer says, great. The first step is to put on your running shoes and stand outside for 60 seconds. You don't even have to run. Your goal is to write a book? The engineer says, open a document and write one sentence, just one. This is the secret. You're not tricking yourself. You're respecting your own nature. The barrier to entry is so low that it feels more lazy to not do it. Putting on shoes is easier than dealing with the guilt of not putting them on. Step 3, triggers and automation. Your willpower is a finite battery. The lazy person guards this battery with their life. So you automate. Environment design. Make the right action the default, easiest one. Want to read more? Leave a book on your pillow. Want to eat healthy? Pre-make your meals on Sunday. You're too lazy to make a bad choice. The 2-minute rule. If a task takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Reply to that email. Wash that dish. It clears the mental clutter that your lazy brain hates. Batch and blitz. Group all your annoying small tasks into one power hour. You'll do them all because you're too lazy to spread the pain out over a whole week. With this system, you stop fighting yourself. You start to see your laziness as your chief strategist. When you feel resistance, don't ask yourself, why am I so lazy? Ask, how can I make this easier? That question is a superpower. It forces innovation. It forces delegation. It forces you to find the 20% of activities that will yield 80% of your results, the Pareto principle, invented for the lazy genius. Stop glorifying being busy. Busy is inefficient. busy is messy. Be effective. Be strategic. Celebrate when you find a shortcut that doesn't compromise the integrity of your blueprint. That's not cheating. That's winning. The world is filled with disciplined people grinding themselves into the ground. And it's filled with dreamers who never build anything. But you? You are the ambitious lazy. You have the vision to see the mountaintop and the brilliant, efficient mind to build the easiest path to get there. Your laziness is not your curse. It is your unfair advantage. It is the force that will demand better systems, smarter workflows, and a more elegant life. So stop fighting it. Partner with it. Your architect has the dream. Your engineer has the plan. Now go build something amazing and do it the easy way.